Alright guys, before we get into part 3, let's go ahead and run over to my YouTube, subscribe, hit like, show me some love. That's why I got on TikTok to begin with. But yeah, now we're about to put everything all together, so you're going to want to watch that. It's beautiful and it looks so good, and I'm already hungry and want to eat it. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. This is what's going to go in the middle of that stuffing. Into that stuffing chicken pie or whatever the hell I'm going to call it. Look at it. It's soaked up all that gravy and juice and butter and everything. And the carrots. Oh man, this right here is so delicious on its own. But we're going to take it up a notch. And we're going to make a pie out of it. Let's see how it turns out. Alright, let's make our pie. So right now we're going to go ahead and make a sort of like crust with this thing and add our stuffing. And it's going to be a thin layer because our thicker layer is going to go on top. Alright, I added a little bit of the stuffing. Basically, we're just going to make a crust. We're going to thin this out. There's going to be some holes, there's going to be some gaps, but that's okay. This isn't actually a pie, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. And you don't even have to add this layer. You could just add all of it on top, and you could put that filling right there on the bottom here. And that's how I used to make it for a long time. But, you know, let's make this sort of like a pie. Why not? Look how beautiful that is with those tomatoes in it. Oh, man. And you don't have to add that tomato, but definitely spruces it up a little bit. You don't have to even add tomato at all. If you don't like tomato, don't add it. Now, I might try to get a little bit of a wall here. I'm not going to show you that, but I'm going to try. Let's see what happens. Alright, I got kind of a half a wall here. I don't know if you guys can see. It didn't leave me very much stuffing left, so you don't have to do this. Maybe a little bit on bottom, a little bit on top, half and half. But this chicken is ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and add this in the middle of this stuffing crust. Alright guys, I haven't figured out how to do this. I've been sitting here for like a minute going, how am I going to pour this in, hold my phone, and do all this and show you. But basically we're going to put this stuffing or this filling on top of the stuffing. Just fill it all the way up. Alright, I got that chicken in there. Now you're just going to press it all out flat. This is perfect. This filling is perfect. It's not too liquidy. It's soaked up all them juices. Let's go on the side wall here. Just go ahead and, you know, just press everything down, make it even. I'm not even sure if I have enough stuffing to cover the top of this, but we're gonna try and make it work. But yeah, it's looking pretty freaking great right now. It smells so freaking good right now, so freaking good. Gosh, guys, I had just enough. Got a thin layer on top of this stuffing. Was able to cover it. So now is where we're going to add a couple of our special ingredients. One we already used before. And now, basically, since we got a little bit of the tomatoes left over, let's go ahead and just throw a couple of them suckers on top. Why not? Right? Like, why the hell not? Oh man, that looks so good. And for our last ingredient, now you don't have to add this, it's not necessary, but it kind of helps me determine, like, when is this thing done? You know, when you put it in the oven in a second, how are you going to know when it's done? Well, let's add a little bit of cheese on this sucker. And I just have a little bit of leftover. Of course, it's fancy shredded cheddar pepper jack cheese. And so what this is going to do is basically it's going to allow you to look at it and say, obviously we know when cheese starts to get a little bit crisp and start to burn a little bit, It's going to let you know when this thing is pretty much ready to go. But also, I'm just going to add a little bit of parsley, just for looks. A little bit of that sucking parsley, yeah. All this is going to do is pretty it up once it's cooked in the oven a little bit. And, you know, why not? Let's add a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. Crushed red pepper flakes right on top. Yeah. Make it a little bit spicy. It's not going to really help because I haven't cooked it into it, but hey, it's going to make it look pretty. This is the before. I'm going to show you the after. Maybe about 10, 15, 20 minutes. Just to give and take on your oven. I'm going to show you what this is going to look like on the final project. But before I do, I forgot. I still have a little bit of that gravy left over. And that is crucial. You're going to definitely make this dish a lot more juicy if you just go ahead and add the rest of that sucker to that. Now we're going to throw it in the oven for about 10 to 20 minutes. In between, you're just going to check it a lot. Look at the cheese on top. See if it starts to, you know, have that burn look. Then you'll know it's pretty close to being ready. It's pretty much already ready as it is. What we're trying to do is solidify the crust and the shell and all that, and then also just make everything cohesive. Right now, this looks wonderful as it is, but it's about to be even better. Alright guys, now is the time where you can just sit back, relax, and let that sucker cook for a couple minutes. Of course, it's a good time to go ahead and just get your pans that you use soaking and washed in that sink over there. Make it easier for yourself later. I already did that. So right now we have it in the oven and we're letting it cook for a little bit. I'm gonna check it periodically. We're just trying to get it like a crispier type of crust, if that makes sense. Really, it's ready to go right now. You don't even have to do this whole oven step. Just eat it if you want. But I like to put it all together. I like to have everything all in one bite. So that's kind of how this is. Yeah, I could eat the chicken one at a time, stuffing one at a time, but it's so much better eating it all together. But before we reveal the final project, this is gonna be tasty. I already know. But please go over to my YouTube. Please help me out. Subscribe, hit that like, check out my other content. Like that stuff. Help me out. I'm not like all these other people out there that are just, you know, trying to put out stupid, boring stuff. So if you can help me out, I would appreciate it. nightowls.lordchris. And I will reveal the final project in a couple minutes. But in a second for you. Alright, let's check it out, see if it's ready. Probably a couple more minutes, but let's check it out. Alright, let's take a look. Oh yeah, that cheese is melted. I think you're going good, yeah. Looks like the cheese is burning a little bit, so maybe a couple more minutes and it'll be ready. Alright guys, now it's the time. Oh man, that looks good. Let's take it out. Alright, look at this thing. Looks so freaking good. Alright. Alright, that's the final project, guys. Basically, you're just gonna... I don't have a spatula, which feels pretty stupid. Oh man, that feels so good to cut into. That's how much I'm gonna eat right now. This thing is a shepherd's pie. I don't even know. You guys help me come up with a name. Alright, if you watch parts 1 and 2, I appreciate it. Please go over to my YouTube and watch them there. Hit like on that stuff and subscribe. Hit like. Please help me out. Look, this meal is delicious, and if you want to make it, you can make it too. just kind of follow these guidelines, not specifically.